Well, Apple's next big bet is straight out of a sci-fi film. Bloomberg reporting the iPhone maker is considering a push into the field of personal robotics. This could mean a robot in your home. Efforts are said to be in the beginning stages, but it could represent a meaningful shift after Apple abandoned a costly electric vehicle project back in February. And it comes as Apple faces mounting challenges, slowing China demand, regulatory battles, and playing the AI catch-up game, just a few of those that analysts and investors are tracking. Apple is off more than 10% this year. Here with more, we've got Yahoo Finance's tech designated hitter, DH, Dan Howley, all the DHs. Anyway, Dan, give us the top line takeaway here.
I'm going to be joining the Mets, and I'll be their best player right away. They're terrible, God. This is a big deal, right? The idea that they're getting into or exploring the idea of home robotics is a major step in a different direction. They were originally going for the car. Obviously, after a decade of work, they kind of put the kibosh on that. They still never came out and said they were working on one, but there were obviously tons of reports. But now this report that they're getting into home robotics, it seems more attainable for a company like Apple to do this rather than get into an entirely new industry like automotive. So I think one of the takeaways here is there are other robots on the market. Obviously there's Roomba. Everybody knows about Roomba. My cats hate it. There's also Amazon and its Astra, which is kind of this weird at-home robot / Sentry that can navigate around your house, and you can give it cans of soda to navigate around your home to give to someone else. But it's not exactly a huge product that's going crazy on the market. So I think for Apple to get into this, it's going to have to pitch this as a must-have. And I would have said that I didn't think a smartphone would have been a must-have when they first introduced it, but at this point, I don't see how an at-home robot is a must-get.
Yeah, Dan, does this come as a surprise to you, or is this maybe a move that could make sense in the long run?
To me, it comes as a surprise just because it's such a niche product, right? It's not like, when Apple rolled out the Apple Watch, for instance, right, there had been products out there. It was a proven market, right? When they came out with the AirPods, it was a proven market. I think one of the things about this is it's not a proven market. And sure, Apple is going to get into markets that aren't necessarily built out yet. They want to be perhaps take first mover advantage, but that's not really their MO at all. They wait to know that there's something going in the market that people want. And so getting into the personal robotics space, again, this is still reported. They haven't said anything. It's also, people mess with products all the time. We've been talking about foldable iPhones forever, so this may never even hit the market. But I think it's worth pointing out that it's not exactly Apple's move to do something before others. And for Astro to be, just a niche product that is expensive and not many people seem to want, I don't know if Apple's actually going to go all the way with this.
Yeah, and then questions of what does it look like, Dan? Does it look like a night scope? Is it more akin to an Optimus from Tesla? Ooh. Questions, people have answers, or people want answers
Johnny
too.
I want Johnny 5.
Johnny 5, anyway, interesting. Dan, thanks so much for breaking this down with us. Appreciate it.